Taxi Driver is a South Korean film directed by Jang Hoon and released on August 2nd, 2017. The cast features Song Kang-ho as Kim Sa-bok, the widowed taxi driver with an 11-year-old daughter, the main character of the movie. Thomas Kretschmann plays Jürgen Hitzpeter, the German reporter who filmed and reported the Gwangju massacre. And Yoo Hae-jin as Hwang Tae-soon, the kind-hearted taxi driver that bands with other taxi drivers to create diversions in order for Kim and the German reporter to escape. And Ryu Jun-yeol as Gu Jae-sik, the university student that speaks English and helps Kim and the German reporter throughout the movie. Taxi Driver is a Korean film based on a real story about a taxi driver that becomes absorbed into the conflict surrounding the 1980 Gwangju Uprising. The Gwangju Uprising occurred in May of 1980 and estimates to have led 2,000 people to being killed. It was a result of continuous power struggles between the government and the citizens of South Korea, mostly college students, that were advocating for democracy. For many years, Gwangju's uprising was a forbidden term in South Korea because the government at the time held the reins to the entire nation, leaving little power to the citizens of Gwangju. Any form of media related to Gwangju was strictly censored or prohibited from being published. Those who disobeyed were persecuted. One scholar, Kim Young-chol, stated that the political legacies the Gwangju Uprising produced played a pivotal role in checking military intervention in politics during the democratic transition, as well as in establishing the principle of civilian supremacy during the democratic transition period. Essentially, the conflict in the movie is centered around a German reporter who enters Gwangju with Kim Sa-bok in hopes to get footage that he can show the world in order to help the citizens of Gwangju escape the wrath of the government and military. Throughout the movie, protesters try and stop the military, but they continued to attack innocent civilians without cause. The movie shows a group of taxi drivers that come together and delay the military chase after Kim Sa-bok and the German reporter so that they could escape and get the footage out to the world. At the end of the movie, Kim and the German reporter are able to escape and share the footage of the Gwangju massacre. Efforts were made by many journalists to inform the world on what was happening in Gwangju, and it wasn't until international media took hold of the story that people in Seoul knew what was happening in Gwangju. In terms of what I learned a lot about the struggles of getting to a fair democracy in Korea. The movie highlights the division of power between the military, the government, and the citizens of Gwangju. A Taxi Driver is also a heart-touching film that emphasizes what can be done with teamwork and a common vision. Without the unexpected team banding together, history may have unrolled differently, with more deaths occurring during the massacre. I also learned about the influence that other countries can have in helping countries or regions in a struggle reach their goal of democracy and freedom from a violent leader figure. A Taxi Driver is a great movie, both entertaining and educational, and I encourage everyone to watch it to learn more about a real historical event.